Hi, this is Pranit Bangala from the Department of Information Technology Management, and today I'm going to give the PowerPoint presentation of IT project management on transformation towards agile methodology. So I would like to give the basic introduction of what is the transformation of agile methodology. So coming to the transformation of agile methodology to a company of ABC. So company which deals with the public infrastructures and constructions and maintenance. The company currently uses the traditional project management methodology, and since these projects are smaller and are not complex and they need to transform has been driven from the nature of the project and restructuring to course of the objectives and goals. The main paper would in fact focus on the willing to the company, employees and adopt and clarity. The current company has used the traditional project management as the project are simpler and smaller. The need to transform agility is that the company is anticipating to handle the complex projects soon, and the paper has been focused readiness and willing of the company to transform to agile methodology. And the transformation would require the company to have the set of the skill set and ensure the changes that not affect the various operations of the company. Coming to a brief description of agile transformation methodology. So in a brief description of transformation of agile methodology, the project management, the way which they involves in breaking up into the various stages, and the stakeholders are also involved in the development of the improvement of each phase. So agile methodology is being adopted in various organizations due to transformational advantages. So there are the steps involved in the transforming to agile development methodology, but also they share the common elements. The transformation to agile also needed both iterative and comprehensive. So to successfully transform an organization, one must initiate the effort and to design and pilot a newly operating agile models. So there is an element also involved in the transformation mainly occurs parallelly mainly order. The transformation that starts in understanding the agile methodology will add to the organization, and in this we'll also explain about the company plans to transform the method of development of methodology. So the transformation and traditional projects and agile methodology need to be more comprehensive and iterative. And coming to success of transformation and how to start up the proper understanding the value of the business, and the business has to be implement and changes that bring the positivity and added to the value. The company also require the transformation since they need to be improved in the process and to settle the complex projects which requires more input and management practices. In addition, the transformation element has to occur the certain order and will not involve that operations of the company So there are some of the next coming to the project management style of the ABC company. Let us know the styles. So the traditional development software development methodology, the company requires the quality of the enhancements and the customer satisfaction and improvement in the cost reduction. After the evaluation, the company need to decide and shift the agile way. And ABC company is also currently opening the traditional software development methodology has been pre-organized at the various stages of software development life cycle. The company has been using the standard of the project management agile methodology because they have the many benefits and advantages it bring on board. For instances, most of the projects are effectively and completed using the methodology, and it takes less time and helps to meet the project timelines with traditional project management methodology. And main in the traditional management methodology, the probability of facing errors, bugs, and complex problems is low in all the stages. It is also cost effective since there is no need to be heavy and to complete the projects. The communication between the various the teams and working on the challenges, especially in the large complex of the project. ABC company has been using some of the traditional project management methodology as the project has been the smaller and often developed by the smaller teams, and that need not to be much communication. So most of the projects are developed by the smaller team, and the company has been undertaking, and the smaller does not require much operations. The model fits well, and no training was also required as the project was very smaller, and there was no need the complex project of the methodologies. So traditional project management was suitable for the company and guarantees the security and the privacy, and some of the supporting the mechanisms and during the end-to-end implementation of the programs. So various implementation of the traditional project management has been forced by a company to adopt the agile project management methodology, including the facts that was slow, especially the client has been incomplete requirements during the initial phase sometimes. So there will be traditional methodology flexible to changes. In case requested to changes of the model would also incorporate and them to unlike the agile methodology. Traditional project management methodology does not offer the customer and the focal the point only they involve when they are handling the requirements until they get the product back. So coming to next slide, description of the project management style. So coming to the description of the project management, some of the cases are unidirectional in its all phases, and the requirement for the development, testing, maintenance, and there are the waterfall methodology of every phase has a certain deliverable communication and documentation. The current management methodology is appropriate, and when the requirements have all well comprehended, but it can easily lead to a failure of achieving goals, and it also implies the project management has been applied to a company that only require the precise the description of the requirements, and as a customer should also know what they want and they want to adjustment made of the project development. The methodology they need to transform because the company wanted to robust the transparent methodology or every stakeholder can track the project activities. So this methodology has always been working or outcome and iteration has been incorporated. So coming to the preparedness to transform. So these are the maturity levels of the company has been preparing to level to transform to agile development methodology. So agile transformation in ABC will take place dynamically in small and stakeholders and managers and who has understand the agile methodology and not need to transform. The company also focus on developing ability to change the past as it requires, which the way willing to aid or handling and change the complexity in the business for the situation of the company. Therefore, company has been starting the changes organizational structure. For instances, the people has been the team and initiatives and for allocating of the time individuals of the various initiatives. So transformation of agility requires the organization to build the capacity for the changes for forecasting and collective individual changes, agile to ensure there is a repletion from employees and the stakeholders. So that a leadership of a company has to take the charge in leading the company of agility, and they would have to conduct the strategic meeting and to ensure those top understand the concept of agility and they're capable of leading. The employees and the management must be oriented and understand agility to leadership and embracement of the bottom and piloting the waiting agile to emergency. So coming to the company has also incorporated to close the management and suppress resistance of the stakeholders and the employees also. There has been notable changes. The organization structures must be notified by all the employees has been placed into small functional groups who has been understand the agile methodology well. So willing to be more agile development, company has been communicated with the employees and the stakeholders and previous methodologies, what was not wrong and need to have the agility and the complex has been forced. So the concern to the personal and methodology was strong, but the game system to adjust the company would perform the competition. The organization is also getting ready to work and reserve mentoring the bottom and learning to reduce the instances among the management system. So communication is a pillar of organization that transform the organization many process and including the interaction with the various players who has been the organization has been running. Open communication ensures the flows of the idea for instances of misunderstanding and lack of trust and dissatisfaction. Agile transformation need to react to all the employees and stakeholders would be the possible for a company to write up the communication. So communication takes two forms, which are written and oral communication. Company also consists which crosses of all the three of the channels. So the company also introducing and reverse monitoring bottom and learning to suppress of resistance. The willing to company is clear and has been already organized the team and lead to process of each department of member on board. So collaboration is a key factor of the smooth of transformation. So reasons why so agile trumps the traditional project management. There are various agile project management available to enhance to deal with unknown while the time of ensuring ambiguity and the clients of the requirements, and it also ensures the stakeholders which which plays an important role and maintain the responsibilities and outcome of the various process of the project methodologies. So traditional project management methodologies, so transparent, agile, and benefits of agile methodology. Agile project management aids and scaling up the company to accommodate the process as it long term. So finally, I conclude the company has some of the measures to ensure the transformations as we discussed, the strategies, collaborations. So there would be also training to also train. So assuming the knowledges, so the company employees also talk of the management and explaining the agile transformations. So the reasons why this agile traditional project management methodology in various ways of transformations of the company, so fits well for various physical projects and constructions that requires for a model for the agile development methodology. So coming to the conclusion, the company works on various ensure the transformation of agile methodology was very successful, and company current project management style is also not satisfying the organizational goals need to be transformed. The paper highlighted willing to be adopt the various approaches. Therefore, ABC company has been ensuring the concerned personnel and receives the training transformations. So agile methodology is expected to company of ensure the transformations. The company is also ready to really transform only.